Hey, good morning. What it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. One more again. Me, Mark Holmes, Michael Anthony Fitness. We are on our way to Redskins training camp, and my series today is going to be behind enemy lines. Right now, we're incognito. We're just wearing regular stuff. Mark's got his little draft hat on, and
Power four.
And power four. We, depending on how it goes, we might go in there and uncloak and show you guys all the cowboy apparel. But
we're gonna do it there like superheroes.
You thought we was Redskin fans, but we're not. But anyway, as you guys know, in my series, taking a look at discussing individuals right now, I want to talk about Micheal Jackson, and not the singer, but our 5th round draft pick, one of two. We got two boys from the U. You guys go back and look at my video when I did Joe Jackson. So we got two of the Jackson 5.
We got one of us the father.
We got Michael and Joe. So anyway, and they're both from the U. This is the first time we drafted Miami players since '93, guys. It's the first time since '93. Fun fact.
Interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
I know I'm sick of this damn traffic, man.
Yeah, and Mark's getting frustrated already. We ain't even got there yet. So we're on our way down here. It's gonna take us a minute because we're stuck in traffic. I don't know why. I think it might be some construction, but whatever the case may be.
Accident on the shoulder.
Oh, no wonder.
But as you guys know, Mike Jack is a graduate of Miami University, the U, as you guys like to call it. He's a former All-AC second-team selection. He started 23 games over his final 2 seasons in college. He posted 4 interceptions as a junior and 6 pass breakups as a senior. One fun fact about him, when he got drafted, he thought of Richard Sherman was the first person he thought of, because as you know, that Richard Sherman was a 5th round draft pick when he was drafted, and he compares himself to a guy that can be potentially like Richard Sherman. Long rangey guy. He has a 4.3 speed. This guy can definitely he's very physical like Richard Sherman is. He's going to get up in your face, and he's going to talk a little bit of ish to you too. So I'm loving the pick. I loved the pick when we got it. I saw a bunch of tape on him in college. You look at him, like I said, he's a very physical guy. He's going to hit you. He's going to take chances too. Now, the only disadvantage about taking chances is sometimes if you jump a route and you miss, it's going for 6 or long yardage. So you want to be careful with that. So yeah, so when you get into the NFL, he might have to scale that back just a little bit, but I love the tenacity that he has and the grit that he plays with. Hard player, go hard player, definitely try hard player as well. And it was an accident up here. And he's definitely a guy that we're going to be looking at in training camp. You look at all the other cornerbacks and things on this team that he's going up against, but we already know he's got a spot on this roster. He's going to be a guy. He's definitely going to be a player coming up in the future. He already said in his interview that he loves Chris Richard. He's loving working under him and under the tutelage of him. I think that Chris Richard is going to bring the best out of Micheal Jackson, and that's my assessment on this guy. So you guys, I know a lot of you guys that are Hurricane fans that follow me, you already know about this guy. So what I'm telling you is pretty much what you already know. But I love this guy. What you think about Mike Jack, Mark?
He's bad. He's bad. No, he's really bad. Okay.
Stupid. What about you, Mike?
The birthday boy. Shout out to Michael.
Shout out to Michael Anthony Fitness. Happy birthday to you, brother.
Happy birthday to you.
We're going to have to get a cake and put it in his face.
You only do all that.
Like, happy birthday, motherfucker.
Now, you can never have enough cornerbacks, enough good ones out there.
Now, what about him going to safety? That's the rumor.
Nope. Stop doing that, because you're going to get another Byron Jones situation. I don't give a damn if he's versatile or not. You need to keep him at the position that he was drafted at. What he played in college is what you need to keep him at.
And what if Chris Richard signed off on him being the safety?
I don't see Chris Richard doing that.
I'm just saying, Christian Shaw says that he can be a safety, and I'm going with Christian Shaw says. If he's the one that actually signed
I'm trying to keep him at corner.
Yeah.
Keep him at the position that he plays. Because, again, you're going to have another Byron Jones situation, and we don't need that. We don't need that.
Well, I'll be honest with you, because I don't watch enough college football, because if I did college and professional, I would be divorced. Seriously, she's like, as much time as you spend on the Dallas Cowboys and the NFL,
I mean, it's like every
that's
day.
it.
That's all you going to do.
Which is every day.
That's all you going to do.
Which is every day.
You will do nothing else.
But how aggressive was he in college? Because, see, that's the difference between a safety and a corner. You know, a corner is more of, I'm going to be with this guy. I'm going to be following, I'm going to be shadowing, I'm going to be on his body. Whereas safety is more like a hybrid linebacker, okay, where you're more aggressive. You got to be the hard hitter and things. And he's got the length and stuff that's out there that, of course, Christian Shard likes. Was his style of play more of an aggressive corner as opposed to kind of like Byron Jones, which is just a fast guy?
Well, he's got a 4.3 speed, but he's definitely an aggressive guy. Which, you know, pass breakups and going for the ball. And he can definitely jump too, so he can jump with these receivers. So I want to see what he does at the cornerback position in training camp. Now, if they do decide they want to switch him to safety, which I'm very much so against that, because again, you got a player that's been playing cornerback his whole college career. I just don't feel like you need to be switching them going to the NFL level. It's already hard enough transitioning to a position that you already play your whole life into the NFL, because the NFL is different from college. You know, you're playing against bigger, stronger, faster guys.
What if Tom Landry never took Charlie Waters from cornerback and made him safety?
That's a different situation.
What if Tom Landry hadn't taken Randy White from linebacker and made him a tackle?
I think that it's a situational type of thing. Every player is different. Now,
how do we know that Michael Jackson's not different?
Well, I mean, that's what training camp is for. I mean, you could play around with the idea.
Didn't we see Michael Jackson go from being black to white?
Shut up, Mark. Shut the hell up.
Didn't he change in front of our eyes? Didn't he go from having a big wide nose to like this? I don't know what you want to call it.
Narrow pencil nose.
Right. Didn't he change and evolve? I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying. You never know.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But anyway,
because here's another way to look at it too, though. Because when you look at all the cornerbacks and things that we have, and you look at opportunities, you might in your mind say, you know what, I might not get much playing time as a cornerback, but I might be able to get some playing time and maybe even a starting gig in safety.
But you look at what we got at safety. We also got the young boy Donovan Wilson that was drafted in the 6th round. You already have Kayvon Frazier. I've heard people say that Kayvon might be on the bubble, but why would he be on the bubble? He's a core special teamer. He ain't going nowhere. You got George Iloka. We'll see what he can do. And Jeff Heath's spot is safe because none of these guys are competing for Jeff Heath's spot. The Cowboys are giving him every opportunity to have that starting position. And don't forget about Xavier Woods either.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think there's going to be some people cut that we're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe we got rid of that guy. I was actually starting to talk about like Lyle Collins. And when you think of teams like the Redskins, if they can't get something worked out with Trent Williams, they're going to be desperate to get another tackle. And you might be able to get some real value for a guy that might be Lyle Collins, because the way you looked at this, if you say Connor Williams has slipped over to tackle and we're good, and Connor McGovern or Xavier Salafalo isn't going to be that big of a drop off, you could say, I can save $9 million to get me a draft pick by trading a Lyle Collins. Just saying, you could look and say Tyrone Crawford is starting out on the PUP list because he had hip surgery.
Yeah.
That's $5 million. And you look at all these defensive linemen and guys that we have in there, you kind of say, it's business. Nothing personal. I know he's a team captain, but money talks, bullshit walks.
That's an interesting thought.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss on the street.
I mean, it's fine. As long as you're not slandering anybody, we're fine.
I don't know. Tyrone Crawford might be FU man.
I don't want to be a cowboy.
Lyle Collins.
I want to be a you know you got that D4. I want to be a cowboy for life. I mean it's possible. You could get some definitely get some good value for it, but who's going to take his spot on this roster if that happens?
Who?
I said, who's going to take his spot?
I'm just saying.
When I start lineup,
You
have to make sure that you
these are
dot your
discussions that are
T's and
going
cross.
on because you look and say we got Zeke and
Cross
Murray
T's
and
and dot
Dak. We
your I's.
got to pay. You only have so many ways of doing it. Unfortunately, the way the NFL, because the collective bargaining agreement makes veterans expendable. You know, it used to be if you got a high draft pick, you know, you had to end up negotiating with them and you get Sam Bradford contracts. But now, because it's slotted, it's more advantageous for you to have young guys starting than to get these veterans. That's why Ndamukong Suh is waiting until late in the free agency period to get signed.
Yeah.
Because you look and say, shit, he wants 12, 13 million. I didn't spend that on my whole rookie class. So it's geared now towards these young guys, these no-name players, to get them out on the field.
Well, we already know what the Cowboys' plan is to get these young guys on the field. That's what they've been doing, and that part is true. But again, they do value some of these older guys as well. You know, it really all depends on how much the Cowboys value Lyle Collins, but that'll be a conversation for another video. But that's all I got for right now, guys. We're on our way. It's going to be more videos to come. Just check it out. Yeah, we're finally moving consistent. So pray for us behind the enemy lines. It's your boy E2 Blue.
Mark Holmes.
And Michael Anthony Fitness. Yes, sir.
How come you're so hyped with him on the car? I mean,
because it's me.
You know what?
It's E2.
It's
me.
It's Mark Holmes with Michael.
It's me.
It's like, damn, everybody's like, what's wrong? Did you beat him up or something? Are you abusing your son? It's like, oh, man. It's like, you don't want to be on there. Are you forcing him to do it? You know, it's like, damn. He all hyped back here now.
Let me know what you guys think about Michael Jackson in the comments section. It's your boy E2 Blue. Always keeping it real. Talk to y'all in a few minutes.